Why, hello there, fellow hunters. Rodamon here. Thank you for tuning in to Vintage Story Primitive Survival. Episode 18, A Bronze Age Butchery. I know I'm in bear territory. I acknowledge. Oh, that's spelt. Spelt is not cold-loving. Spelt up to 40. We'll see. Around 2 p.m. today, I'll try to take a read of like the ambient temperature to see what it looks like. Because we're fairly close to the actually, I'm not that close to the equator. Haven't done the math, but I'm at 3,700 blocks north of the equator. But I mean, that's pretty equatorial. It means that there isn't really seasons here. So whatever the noonday temperature is roughly close to the average yearly noon temperature, giving me a good read of like what I should try to plant and what I shouldn't. Oh, look at you. Skipjack tuna. And you're fat. I'm not gonna kill them. I don't need tuna rotting in my inventory. Oars ahead. Getting pretty close to the acacia trees again. And we'll be shearing the hell out of them. Alright, here we go. So the shears are like a super tool for removing leaves. Now I have a mod that allows me to make sticks from scratch. So the shears also would be method to obtain mass sticks and tree seeds. But in this case, I'm just trying to reveal the wood blocks to be able to tell whether it bears resin or not. So like this one definitely doesn't have resin on it. That's ebony, so not even the right tree for it. I wonder if this tree got struck by lightning. Does the mod to tap trees resin also work on trees you planted? I have no idea. I'm not running that mod. And I never have. I just wanted to make note that it existed for you. But yeah, basically the mods that I'm not currently using, I've not ever used. This is my first modded Vintage Story run ever. So I have no experience with any other mods besides what I'm currently running now. So I won't be able to like answer any questions. But the reason I mentioned the shears is it's a really good way to get the seeds if you're trying to replant forests. Although it does make for really ugly trees. And I know I'm relatively close to oh shoot! Hyenas. I'm relatively close to hyenas. That was the finish of that sentence. Ah! Little bastard. Enjoy your blood trail. Well, the good news is my nutrition allows me to get hit maybe one extra time. I think I dropped my shears. Out of panic. Where'd it go? Was that? No, that was a stick. You still... No, go away. I'm gonna field Butcher. Because I don't have a carry bag for it, and I don't have the materials for it. I just passed the shears. Where be the shears? Oh, I even got some strong bones. I literally jumped over them. I'm not jumping now. Lower step, closer to the tree. I mean, they're all trees. Should be around... Oh, they're right there. Cool. Not so cool that I got jumped by a hyena, but cool that I found them again. Alright. This tree, I think, is... devoid. Now, the reason why I haven't been hunting at this point should be pretty evident. That was a big... that was a good weight hyena. And I got 2 bushmeat from it and 1 raw hide. The yield, when you don't properly butcher an animal, is terrible. Basically, field dressing an animal is super, super inefficient, which is why I haven't been bothering, because the risk versus reward was all thrown off due to the mod use. There's probably other hyena nearby, yeah. I don't see any, like, immediately on top of me, though. That's a hyena pup over there. Getting rid of these so that they can't hide behind the bushes. Somehow or another, I don't know what percent... Oh, that's just a pup. I don't know what percent of the trees have resin, but I feel like I'm getting low-key trolled here. Like, I did search these guys once and found none, and I think I may have been right. These trees might just not have resin. Ouch. I feel like a similar amount of pine trees, I would have found at least 1 resin by now. But I don't know, maybe not. Hyena watch. I don't see any. This is a... Oh, for the love of God. This is a weird part of the process to be, like, stuck on. It's like, make... copper... an abundance of copper plates and bronze tools. Yeah, no problem. 1 resin from 1 tree? Nah, sorry. Do not pass go. Do not collect a butchering table. So if I don't end up finding resin, I may consider an alternative mod to add in a path to resin, so that it's not just like a stunted progression, pointless grind of like endless searching. And yeah, I saw it. Because for the butchery hook, I mean, I only ever need the one, but then I will subsequently require resin for other tasks later on. Are you coming for me? For mechanisms. So it's going to be a recurring need going forward, and I'm, you know, I want to systemically solve that problem. Because, yeah, I don't think there's resin here. I could check the trees and across the water, though. So maybe that's what I'll do next. Try to solve this without mods, ideally, but if not... I think it's safe to say this tree doesn't have any either. I see it, don't worry. It ran away from me anyway. You know what I did to your friend, huh? Your friend tried the nibble and I did the death punch. Alright, I do see the correct trees across the water, so I'm just gonna go across the water real quick and hope and pray that I find some resin over here. It is 10 in the morning and it's 35 Celsius. So it's not cool, but it's certainly not like the 46 that the game was like, oh, you're destroying your plants. Look at all the sea life. What is that? It's a strange coral reef looking thing. Oh, look, even barracuda. It's probably a high yield fish, given its size. Alright, chat. Cross your fingers. Hey, Sky, thank you for the resub. I need as much luck as I can get trying to find the resin from these guys. If I find even just one, that's enough. Oh, you know, I totally forgot to plant the berry bushes, didn't I? You'd totally have a panic attack jumping in the water like that. Yeah, I get it. Little thalassophobia. Understandable. Flora's Lava, thanks for the resub too. Bad news, guys. I don't think I'm gonna find resin. I got pretty lucky with finding tin and copper. Maybe not initially with the copper. I found a lot of subterranean copper, but not surface copper. But still, I really... you don't hold your breath. I think we're basically out of trees. No, no. Oh, you're just a pup. Yeah, go on, get. None there. Shut up. I'll kill your daddy. What a Christmas thing to say. Shut it, hyena, or I'll murder your family. Yeah, go. The other thing I could do, out of curiosity, is to enable a mod. Oh, hello. To let me X-ray it to see if it actually exists in this forest as like a method of last resort. Because It's a bit of a fool's errand if it, like, doesn't exist around here. And I'm almost out of trees, so perhaps I use said mod? I don't know. I can leave it up to you guys. I don't like the concept of using mods to cheat my way into foraging for certain resources, but I will say I think I have sufficiently searched for it and just it doesn't exist around here or something. Darn, thought I could make the jump. If. Yeah, I don't think it's on that tree either. There's only a few more trees left before I'm out of trees, I think. We'll keep looking. I was really hopeful I would finish the butchering table before end of stream. Looking at the time I have left, I'm less hopeful about that now. Although these trees are... We got it! I don't have room for it. But we got it! Resin! Oh. Alright, the thing about resin is it will reform on the tree after some time. After like an in-game week. So having found a resin tree, we have a very slow but renewable source of resin, provided I don't cut down that tree. And it looks like there's a lot more acacia trees out this way, plus ebony. So I'm not shearing right now. I'm obviously just like doing a quick visual scan to see if I can find any more resin. Which, so far, I have not found any more glowing gold stuff. Liquid gold, I call it. I've literally found gold before I found resin. Alright, so let's swim back home. It actually might be fastest for me to just go over the water. So I think that's what I'll do. Plus I'm like less likely to get obliterated by a hyena. Just doing a ocean swim. Alright, I'm gonna call it. I'm gonna say that that might have been the only resin in the neighborhood. But all I needed was one. So, where's my... Didn't I have a water jug? Maybe I didn't bring it? Oh well, whatever. I'm so happy having found resin, I don't really care if I lost a jug. I could make a new jug. It's only clay. Clay and time. I didn't bring water? Okay. Yeah, there is hella chickens around here, but there's chickens kind of everywhere. I'm not too worried about finding chickens. Alright, thalassophobes. Time to sketch you out. There's some deep ocean. I mean, it makes sense. It's open. This is, I'm gonna call it the Rad Bay. It is a bit of a bay. If I can clip into the water just right, we can kind of see the, sea topography. I could have made a raft. You know what's crazy? Is despite living in the tropics, I have not found bamboo yet. Just not even once. Would have really honestly figured I would have spotted bamboo by now, but nope. I did see a panda. I've seen a few, but no bamboo. I don't know what they eat. Because last, I mean, I was pretty sure at least wild panda, like, their diets are basically just bamboo. Rewarded for my persistence? Yes. Yes, I was. It's funny to be wearing like a straw hat that somehow stays on my head while I swim around. Seaweed. Green seagrass. And here's home sweet home. We can even check on the salt barrels, which probably need like 8 more days. Yeah, 7. Okie dokie! We're back! I am hyper dehydrated, but we have got our resin, and now we can make our butchery hook. And before I end the stream, I should be able to show the full butchery process. So I'll go bag myself a hog and get it butchered proper. What is going on with these like cursed plots? So it died at high temperature. It's only 36 Celsius. It's 10 degrees short of its like fatal temp, but it's still dying off. I don't know why. All right, let's put some stuff away and then hydrate. I'm actually going to need the shears. Oh, I can make I can plant a bunch of the acacia around. I am tempted to grease up. Yeah, I'm going to do it. I'm going to cure this hide. All right, my character's like, dude, you are straight up dying. So this water is fresh for 13 hours here and 5 days in the cellar, and probably even longer in a storage vessel. So yes, it does play by... It plays by the rules. The cellar rules. Alright. First thing we're going to want to make is the hook. No, that's cook. So, the hook turns into the skinning hook by combining... Come on, show me the recipe. Come on, show me the recipe. Oh my god. Resin, sticks, board, sticks, hooks, nails, and strips. Got it. And there we go. There's our hook. And I'm going to stick it here. Next, we are going to want to make the butcher table. So I'm collecting all the collecting all the tools required for that. So the butcher table is the plates, 32 planks, and the tools. Or did I say plates? If I didn't say plates, I meant plates. Oops. Okay. So we have the plates, Now we just need the planks. And I have more than 32. Perfect. What order was it in? So we've got knife, shears, cleaver, plates, planks. Done. Oh, right. This has to go into a backpack slot. Because it's heavy. Eventually, and Control 4 allows you to select stuff in your backpack slot. Eventually, I will have like a dedicated area for butchering. But there we go. We have a butcher table and a butchery hook. The last piece of this is the wooden bucket. How do I empty the bucket again? Yeah, there we go. Control, yeah. And I'll put a wooden bucket here to collect blood. I'm going to hop up to the ceiling here. Put a little lip like that. Okay, we are all set to butcher. So my current priority is go bag my first kill. Go bag my first butchered kill. It's not the first thing I'm going to kill. Certainly not going to be the last, but it will be the first one I butcher. Oh, yeah, I don't have a bag for it, but that's fine. This one won't be a dedicated butcher bag. So the butcher bag is something that's going to be useful for when I'm trying to hunt multiple things in one run, especially when I'm going further from the home. But for the purpose of this run, it's not necessary. So I know that there's boars east of me. You chill there, little fishy. Maybe we can have a little surf and turf. Alright, now, time to play the I Spy a Boar. I'd marked down that they were dense in this area. It's funny, like, there was tons of them before. I kept running into them. And now that I'm looking for them... It's like they know that I just technologically advanced to... Oh, here we go. Wait, good. That works for me. Alright. I forget how to pick them up. Do I need to... There we go. So now it's in my backpack slot. I move my reed basket into my bar. Head back home. Obviously it's... You know what? Maybe I can get the other one too. I think this is the one I wounded. Come here, piggy. Go. I got both. Now, the dedicated butchery bag allows you to put multiple corpses in one bag, but it's a kind of like the mining bag. It's a bag dedicated for only corpses, only carcasses. So what I'm referring to is this, the butchery bags. So the basic one, the reed one, can hold 3. The hide can hold 4. The leather can hold 5. The sturdy leather can hold 6. and it takes up a bag slot in your inventory, and it's only for carcasses. So it's a good bag to throw on when you go hunting, much like the mining bag is when you go mining, because the mining bag can hold 12 ores, but only ores. Only stone, ores, minerals, metals. It can't hold other things. Dedicated bag. Alright, so now that we have the carcasses, they're both good weight. We hang it on the hook. And take out the knife and skin it. Plop. And I got 2 fat, 2 raw hide, so I'm going to pelt up all of it. So I pelted up the other, all the hide to become pelts, because I don't have the materials for... I'm just going to combine the hides. I don't have the materials yet for making leather. You know, I don't have lime or borax, so I'm just gonna make pelts for now, because I can always turn the pelts into hunting backpack. So I have pelts medium soon, and that can become hunting backpacks or hide butchering bags, or even longbows, because you can turn fat and pelts into a longbow for better hunting. Then what ends up happening is this thing will slowly bleed out over time. As you can see, it's going to be another minute and a half, and it's dripping blood, and eventually that wooden bucket will collect the blood. I meant to throw my knife. It was a flint knife, and it was basically broken, so I'm just making a new one. So I wait for it to sanguinate, and then I can butcher it on the table. In the meantime, hydrate. We're about to have some high-quality meat, though. Some pork. The moisture levels of the farmland, even though the furrows look weird, are pretty high. They're still in the high 80s, low 90s. I do not know what's going on with this rice, though. As far as I know, it really never exceeded like 36°-ish today. So, it dying 10 degrees cooler than its resistance makes very little sense to me. What you will notice over time, as this thing bleeds out, is it becomes more pale. So there's a visual cue of its... you know, it's bleed out time. And this must be bugged. Yeah, or I just need to put another source block of water in the middle. One of these things, like, I can troubleshoot in my own time off screen. Save you the annoyance and trouble. Oh, I never planted the currants and berries. Yeah, I'll have to remember to do that. But I'm going to focus on this. And then afterwards, we lay the corpse on the table, and I'll put the other one down for now. And butcher it for its bones and meat and fat and offal and all that jazz. And that's the process. It's really not that complicated, but it does require dedicated tools. Because, you saw me butcher the hyena. I'm almost actually tempted to field butcher the other pig, but you've seen me field butcher other hogs. I got, like, 2 meat and, like, no hide from it. And no fat from it. Or, like, 1 fat from it. Basically, terrible yield. And that's very much by design. Now, the wooden bucket hasn't collected the blood yet, but sometimes it won't, like, register until the bleed out is finished. So that could just be a case of it hasn't recalculated. Okay, that is fully skinned. And yep, we have a liter of blood in the bucket. Fresh for 2.5 days. Then we take the piggy, put it on the table, oops, and right-click, skin it with any knife. The knife doesn't really matter. Come on. And wowee! We got prime meat, we got red meat, we got offal, and all that bone. Ba-boom. And strong bone, too. And that is the process. And obviously, a lot higher yield. Prime meat, if you're wondering, is really high quality meat for satiety, for protein satiety. And then it can be, so here's cooked prime meat, like 400 protein satiety. It's really, really high quality, like this is said. And then it can be processed into like meat pies or prepared into healthy prime meat, which then cures, and this becomes healing. So this actually heals you 2 HP as well, once it's cured with salt. So it's like a primitive healing method. But yeah, super, super cool. And the offal then can be thrown into a barrel. And actually, let's do that right now. The offal can be, well, I don't have a free bucket. Well, I have a lot of flax. So yeah, we're going to do it anyway. The offal can be thrown into a barrel to be cleaned so that you can cook with it. You can use it. And I'm keeping the bones for tools or bone meal. I could be making like flint bone tools or whatever. While we do that, let's do the other one. Was this basket? No, this basket's not empty. Come on, there we go. Actually, I don't even have room for it. Give me a moment. So, let's have the offal wash be right there. I'm going to dump the blood because it doesn't really, I'm not going to bother collecting it for now because I'm not making, like, stuff out of it. Plop. It's even more pelts. That's going to be super helpful to jumpstart my like primitive backpacks and bows and the like. So we have 5 pelts curing. Super, super nice. That will bleed out. I mean, I could collect the blood on this one. I'm going to start processing the offal just as a demonstration purpose, but I know that the other offal's going to have to stay in the thing. But in order to process offal, it's pretty straightforward. You just bucket it, and it cleans it after 24 hours. Basically, wash the poop out of the intestines so that you can cook with it. And there it is, the process of butchering. And if I had a better hook, I would get higher yields. I get 120%. If I had a better table, I get 120%. But the point is, now, hunting actually produces a lot of potential food, because before it really wasn't, and that's why I wasn't wasting time on it, because it was just so low yield. Why bother? I spent almost more calories trying to chase down the animal than I would get back from it. And that, friends, is where I'm going to leave off for today, having finally accomplished butchering and a farm. So like today was all about food, but in a good way. Thank you for tuning in to Vintage Story Primitive Survival, which originally streamed live on Twitch. If you have any questions for me, let me know in the comments below. If you would like to catch a live stream of mine, Rodamont.com has my stream schedule and countdown timers to upcoming streams. If you'd like to join my online gaming community on Discord, Rodamont.com has a link to it, as does the description of this video. Thank you so very much for watching. Special thank you to my Twitch subscribers, Patreon patrons, and viewers like you that support the channel and made it all the way to the credits. Thank you so very much. I hope to catch you on next episode or an upcoming stream. Farewell, my fellow survivors.